Hi, in this lecture I will show you what files WordPress is composed of. Now, why is it important to know this anyway? Well, simply put, once something happens with your site, it is really crucial that you know how to properly navigate yourself around the site and what files are most likely affected by the error that you are facing. So let's, for example, assume that you have a plugin that is causing you issues. And in order to get rid of those issues, you will need to remove this plugin from the root folder of your site on your web host. So if you are totally new to the WordPress world, you will basically have no clue of where to start. So this is why I want you to check out this lecture, and I'm gonna start to show you where your themes are located. So first of all, you see here that I have browsed to public_HTML. This is where all my sites are located. So you can actually have anything from one site up to several hundreds. And there are people having thousands of different websites on a single web host account. So in this case, you see that my site is SoccerSumo. So public_HTML/SoccerSumo. And the market part is the root folder. So this is where all of our files are located. Just as I said, let's start with the themes. For example, let's assume that you might wish to manually install a specific theme by uploading it to your web server. You will find the themes under WP-content. So let's click on this one, and here are the themes. So if you click on themes, you will see that here are all the themes that you have actually installed on your site, and at the moment there are 6 of them. So the next file I want you to take a look at is the style CSS. Each of those folders have a style.css file. Simply put, this is a file that actually explains how your theme is displayed in the browser. For example, it will control how the different sections of the theme are going to be displayed, the color of the links, the text color, and a bunch of different other formatting details. So if we click on Canyon, for example, you will see that there is actually a file named style.css. Alright, here it is. So if we mark it and click on code edit, you will see that it contains a bunch of different codes that actually doesn't make sense to someone that has never programmed before. In my case, this is pretty natural. However, if you have been just started out to mess around with different types of programming languages, then this will really look strange. Let's go back again, up one level. Alright, up one level more. Now I'm going to show you the plugins and where they are stored. And if you have paid attention, you have already figured out that those are actually stored in the WP-content where the themes are stored as well. So if we click on the plugins, and here you see all the plugins that we have installed on the SoccerSumo.com site. So in case something unpredictable will happen with a specific plugin and you will not be able to log inside your WordPress dashboard admin area, you will just need to go to this folder, mark the plugin that is causing you those issues, and then simply delete it. I have encountered this issue several times, especially during the update of the WordPress main versions. One of my plugins that I'm not using today suddenly stopped to work, and I was not able to log in inside my WordPress admin dashboard. So I researched the issue a while and figured out that if I delete the plugin, everything would go back to the normal. So I deleted the plugin and voila! I was able to log inside the WordPress admin dashboard again and then continue working on my site. Alright, so the next file I want you to take a look at is the functions.php file. This one is located in each theme folder. So I'm gonna go back to the themes and click on Sporty this time. Here, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that we have the file functions.php. So let's click on code editor. Again, this is not going to make sense to you at all if you are not familiar with programming. However, what I want you to be reminded about this file is that it controls the different features of your theme. For example, how the comments are displayed on your site, the size of the images used on your site, and other kind of functions as well. So every theme has a file named functions.php that you will find in the root folder of that specific theme. So let's close this one. Next we have the single.php file, and it is also located in the root folder of your theme. So each theme has a single.php file and also a page.php file. And those two files are simply controlling how the pages and posts are displayed on your site. Next we have the main plugin.php file. So if we go back to the plugins again and click on plugins, and let's click on one of the plugins here, WP insert. Alright, so here, alright, this was not a good example. Let's take another one, the contact form, for example. Alright, so here you see that we have a file named wp-contact-form-7.php. Now, each plugin that is active will have a file that is using the name of the plugin. So if you go back and click on Akismet, here you will see that we have a file named akismet.php. You go back again and click on Wordpress. Here you will see that we have a file named wordpress.php, and so on. In case something is messed up with this file, your plugin is most likely not to work. So this is what you need to know about the files that WordPress is composed of. That was it for this lecture. Stay tuned.